Hey, what is up everybody and welcome back to another video. Alright, so today we are going to go through chapter 85 of the Dragon Ball Super manga. What's happened, where do I think it's going to go, just a little review of just the Dragon Ball Super manga in general. So, I enjoy, I always enjoy something for what it is. So I never really get into it thinking, I nitpick at every little thing that's happening. I just kind of enjoy the chapter for what it is at that time, and I just move on with my day. But I have seen a lot of people saying that the Dragon Ball Super manga is getting super boring, and it's getting stale, and they don't really like it. And don't get me wrong, I can get where they're coming from, because a lot of the chapters, there's literally like a full chapter where it's basically just Goku fighting. If you haven't watched the manga or read the manga, sorry, of course don't be on this video. That'd be so stupid. But yeah, so people will complain because they'll be like, oh well, Goku was fighting Granola, and he was the strongest in the universe, and he fought him. Then Goku got defeated. Then Vegeta fought him and one-upped him. Vegeta then got defeated. Goku got back up, fought him, got defeated. Teleport here, got defeated. Oh, now they're friends. Gas. Oh, now he's the strongest in the universe. Goku fights him, gets defeated. Vegeta fights him and gets defeated. Goku gets back up and gets you know what it is? It's just that over and over and over again. So I get where people are coming from when they say it's boring, because it is pretty stale, where it's pretty much just the same thing in different contexts and different things are happening around them, but essentially it's just all about Goku's gonna fight and Goku's going to get defeated. Then Vegeta's going to be like, you imbecile, I'm going to now fight. I'm going to get defeated. But nonetheless, I've been enjoying it because it has actually brought the characters closer. Like, Vegeta and Goku have never once fought together. I mean, they have technically, of course, fought together, and obviously the fuse and everything fought as one person quite a few times. But they never really fight together. It's more so they fight one person, and then the next person fights, and the next person fights, like I was just saying. But in this one, Vegeta's actually came to terms with the fact that the saying pride is not, I need to do everything on my own. It's, let's work together and all that crap. Not that it lasted very long, but nonetheless, he did do that for a little while. So they have actually fought together. Not in this chapter, but they fought together like a couple of chapters ago. Maybe last chapter, I don't really remember. And now it's kind of went back to that whole, I fight, you fight, I fight, you fight. But nonetheless, just where it's going, I'm enjoying it, because they have to get to a certain point of like a plateau, and Vegeta becoming a god of destruction and getting that power, in Goku getting the power of like an angel, and they're both kind of going off in their separate routes that suit their character. I enjoy that. I enjoy the whole ultra ego thing. Once that gets animated, people are going to go absolutely nuts if they haven't already seen it and read the manga or got it spoiled for them. And yeah, this chapter, it was pretty much more of the same. But Goku has gotten to the point where he says in the manga that he's actually become stronger than Gas by just like a small margin. Of course, then at the end of the chapter, Gas then releases all of his power, and now he's probably stronger than Goku. But nonetheless, it has happened. Goku is officially the strongest in the universe in terms of mortals, I would guess, because he's not stronger than Beerus or Whis or the gods of destruction yet. But he'll get there one day. But Goku actually, to be fair, he did a pretty cool thing this chapter. I don't know what it was. He made like a force field around himself, then projected that onto Vegeta to save him, which is pretty cool. And he's now developed his own version of Ultra Instinct. So now, instead of getting the silver hair and being completely relaxed and just letting his body move on its own rather than him being wary of it and moving it himself, he's now gotten to the point where his hair's now black with sort of look like a silver outline. Look pretty cool. But it's basically his own version of Ultra Instinct, where he can use his emotions rather than completely letting everything go and not having any emotion whatsoever. He can now use his emotions to fight, which is the way Goku likes to fight, but still being able to sort of move autonomously without having to really think about it. It's not as good. Like, there is a point where he punches gas and gas just scrapes his face. Where if he had used Ultra Instinct, he probably would have been able to dodge it because his body would have just moved on its own. So I think when he gets to the point where he's able to just completely fuse both of them, so he can still use his emotions but move completely without really thinking about it, I think like the dude's he's gonna be even nuttier than what he already is. Of course, Vegeta then he just sort of takes all of the damage and becomes even stronger, but we found out that he currently has hit his plateau because he took too much damage and ended up collapsing because of it. So we'll have to wait and see about what happens with that. I'm assuming this is going to get to a point where he's able to just continuously take damage and just make himself stronger and stronger and stronger. But of course, there's always a drawback with that because taking too much damage is just going to make you collapse, which is what we saw in this latest chapter. So I think it's going to be interesting. I mean, to be fair, gas at the end of it kind of looked like Moro, like the old version of Moro, which is, I don't know if they're like the same species or related or anything, but he did look suspiciously a lot like him. So I'm assuming what's going to happen from here is he's going to use the remainder of his life force to get even stronger. And so instead of having, let's say, 3 days to live and being the strongest in the universe, he's now going to have 1 day to live, but use all of his power and more like like a half an hour to live, let's say, but then he's just going to use all of that power, compress it even more, and become even stronger. I don't know if that's going to happen, but it does seem like it's going that way. So overall, I don't mind the manga. Like I said, it is a bit of, Goku's fighting now, Vegeta's fighting, oh, they're both getting defeated, now he's fighting, they're getting defeated, blah 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 blah. I'm just going to keep going and going and going. But I mean, what do you expect with Dragon Ball? That's basically what the anime and the manga is. It's literally just Goku wants to be the strongest in the universe, Vegeta wants to be the strongest in the universe. They're both going to fight, and they both want to prove themselves, and they prove themselves in a different way. Also, the fact that Bardock is now canon is absolutely epic. I'm just waiting for the day that Cooler gets to be canon, or maybe Janemba, because he was pretty cool. But I really want Cooler to be canon. I hope he is. I hope he does exist somewhere out there in the universe, because that would be a really cool villain to come into it. Because they've introduced Broly. He had his own movie, so all they have to do is make like a Cooler movie, you know what I mean? Where Frieza comes along, maybe gets defeated, and then Cooler just sort of shows up, and now they have to defeat him. I don't know, but I really hope he does become canon at one point. But yeah, overall, my thoughts about this chapter is it's pretty much the exact same as the rest of the chapters. But Goku has now developed his own version of Ultra Instinct, which I think is pretty cool. Hopefully, it gets developed a little bit more in this next chapter. It isn't just going to be, Goku gets absolutely rinsed, and now Vegeta's got to make some sort of miraculous recovery in fight gas now. I don't know how it's going to go, but I really hope they don't go that route. I hope they actually do make something of it. But yeah, you let me know what you guys think is going to happen, what you guys are enjoying. If you're not enjoying the manga, let me know. Leave it in the comments. Have a blessed day. Never said that one before. And I hope I see you guys in the next video.